When I was working in Lipsis, I was being laid off by my company.
I would land up somewhere getting a package which is 5 times my current package.
What we don't have on the YouTube is, that brotherly advice from co-founder. See, I've been through all this. This is part of the journey, and you have to go through all this.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Learning Bridge. I hope you guys are doing good and staying safe. So guys, so far in my podcast, I have featured one guy at a time. But today I will be covering 3 different success stories in a single podcast. And you will be liking these amazing success stories because their background was full with hustle. Like for Ayush, he was just a fresher and college grad, but in this COVID time, he was got laid off in his first employer. And after that, how he moved into the Amazon, that journey. Second, for Uzair, like he was someone who was getting rejected by multiple big companies and his morale was completely down and he just thought to quit interviewing in the companies and going for masters and all. Then why he again reverted back his decision and again started interviewing? What happened in the middle? Third, for the Pankaj, like he was someone who started his job profile as an analyst and in between gone through with multiple experiences, now landed into the Adobe and working as a senior software engineer. So in the between part, that is going to be worth listening for you in this podcast. Every single minute is worth listening for you because they will be answering all the questions, including their journey, background, their moment of joy in this tough time, and the preparation, resources, material, what happened in between which changed their life and helped them to land into their dream jobs. And second thing is that these guys also belong to the Scalar Academy. I'm pretty sure you might have heard about it because I also wanted to understand the ground reality of these edtech firms. Like they keep on committing multiple things, but whether they are fulfilling it or not, and if these guys has invested something like their money and anything, so I'll try to pull those hidden answers, that was it worth for them, what kind of value Scalar Academy has added in their dreams, because we all know many things are available on free of cost. Then what are the pros and cons of each and everything, the free material content and the paid things, if there is any. And after this podcast, if you want to connect with these folks, their LinkedIn profile is in the description. Feel free to connect with them. And now without wasting any single second, let's quickly jump on to the podcast part. First of all, welcome you all, like Pankaj, Ayush, Uzair, for giving your time on the weekends for this podcast. And first of all, I would ask you guys to introduce yourself one by one so that our audience can get to know more about you, that like what was your past academic and everything. So I'll first start with Ayush, then Uzair, then Pankaj.
All right. So, hi everyone. My name is Ayush Sheikh. I'm a 2019 computer science graduate from USI City, GG's IPU main campus. Talking about my professional experience, I'm currently working as a HD1 in Amazon. So prior to that, I do have an overall experience of 1.9 years in the industry.
How about you, Uzair?
Like I'm a 2018 graduate, Shashank, and currently I'm working as a SD1 at DP World. And yeah, it's been right after my college, I joined my first company, and yeah, DP World is my second company.
Okay, that is going to be your, like this is your first switch, right? In the DB port?
Yeah, first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your background was like from the computers background or any other branch in the
Yeah, like I have completed a graduation from computer science itself, CSE, BE CSE. Then yeah, it's like that.
Okay. How about you, Pankaj? Now your time.
Yeah, hi everyone. First, thanks for having me here, Shashank. And so, a little bit about me. I'm working with Adobe Systems right now as senior software engineer, and it has been a couple of years in the industry now. My background is a computer software engineer, and I graduated from State University in Punjab. It is called Guru Nanak Dev University.
So I think now I will be jumping onto the main questions, right? So I have looked at your LinkedIn profile, guys. So I know like how many companies Ayush has switched and what was the past background of Pankaj and Uzair. Seems like you guys just have started like your new job. I mean, for Pankaj, it's been almost 6 months in the Adobe, and Ayush, it's been like almost 1 month in the Amazon, and same for Uzair. So like you guys have started your career in new companies. So how's the experience so far? Right, because in the past was something different. You guys might be working in the places where from where you just wanted to make into the big companies, big product based companies. Background of Pankaj is really interesting. Like he started as an analyst profile and then he got good experience in the middle and then working as a senior software engineer in Adobe. So like how is that experience and what changes are you guys feeling in terms of routine, work life, learnings from your past? So you can explain one by one.
So yeah, so that's a very good question. So previously, currently I'm working as a SDA in Amazon. So previously, my work experience lies in companies like Paytm Money, Pasar Polish. I worked 10 days in Swiggy as well. So basically, what I would say, the work culture in startup is very, very, very much different than the work culture in MNCs. So when I talk about Paytm Money, because I worked majorly there. So when I was working in Paytm Money, so basically, because it was a startup, we were given a free hand to develop anything. So I was working on a new project. So I had been given the free hand that I can develop as much as I want.
Yeah.
So it was my choice which data structure, what things should I be using. But as I'm in Amazon, so I can feel from the very first week itself that there is a particular structural kind of thing. So you can't do anything on your own. If you're doing anything, even a small one line of change, you need to go to your senior to review the code, then it will be merged. So yeah, the structure is entirely different. What I feel, it is almost 180-degree, right? So that's about the structural part. Apart from that, what I feel, if you're joining a company, is it about the vibes? So Amazon, as of now, I have been feeling positive vibes here. So so work life has been good, routine has been good, everything.
Perfect. How about your experience, Jose?
Like it's been only few days, so yeah, it's been like I can't say much on that part. But thing is, yeah, it's really I can feel the difference here because when I used to work at FactSet, like the work culture was different there. It's a big it's a what do I say? It's an MNC kind of thing. DP World just started their offices new, so it has a startup kind of environment there. People are giving liberty to ask questions, and things are like you have to come up with your own most of the time. So yeah,
Okay, like more and more ownership on you, just
yeah,
the
exactly.
ideas, approaches.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's like that.
So like you are enjoying this experience and environment of startup. You are enjoying
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Actually, I was more interested towards the startup culture itself because I feel still I have an experience of 3 years. But thing is, like we are starting our career.
Correct.
So I guess startup gives you that what you say, that freedom, that expertise to have an overall look. So I think yeah, I always wanted to get into a startup, and yeah, it's an MNC and it's with a startup kind of culture. So yeah, it's good.
All right, like both the feelings. Nice, really
Yeah,
nice.
both the feelings. Both best of both worlds, you can say that.
Okay, so I think like Pankaj has a very mixed experience, so his opinion would be definitely pretty fruitful for the audience. So how about your experience, Pankaj?
So I think I'll pick one, the structure part from Ayush's opinion. I think that is a major difference in the current organization where I'm working with. So I've worked with the service based, I've worked with the captive industry also. Again, I think the working model of all these verticals are different. What I'm enjoying here right now is greater ownership, yes, greater structure. The values they teach you, not teach you, I mean, the values which are imbibed in the organization is to take the customer in the focus and then do the 360-degree around it. Okay. You go for the data structures, you go for, of course, like whatever data structure you want to implement, you got to, take the permissions and do as the structure says. But then you have to take customer and the focus. That is what I'm enjoying here. Okay. For example, if I write some code in any of the organization, I do not know if that code is going to be merged and who is the end customer if this line of code is going to impact him or her. I don't know that. But right now, if I do that, I know that this is the particular segment which I'm focusing on, and this is the impact which I'm creating on ground, which is more ownership, independence, and greater responsibility of what all I'm writing currently.
Nice, really nice. I think overall, I can see like you guys are feeling that difference, and you are enjoying that experience, new company environment, and the learning environment. That's really nice to know. Let's move on to the next question, guys. Like you have made into your dream companies, I would say, or the companies or environment you actually wanted. So like share that moment of joy. I mean, in this tough time, definitely everybody can imagine how tough it was for everyone, at least how badly this COVID time impacted the IT industry. Multiple people lost their jobs and all, and it was really hard for them to find the new jobs and all. So for you guys, like, how was that experience? Share those moments of joy in this tough time, like getting the calls from dream companies, accepting the offer letters, and sharing this thing with family and friends. So like just one by one, you can talk about those beautiful moments you felt in this tough time.
So in March 2019, when I was working in Lipsys, I was being laid off by my company. So that was it when coronavirus had just hit off, right? So coming April, May, June, and July, I was unemployed. So I was with Skiller. So I was basically, that time I got to know that I was not even 1 year of, I did not had even 1 year of experience. So I got to know that when I will be going till July, then only I can maybe get some calls from the company. So yeah, I initially I was not prepared for it, but I did prepare for it. So 4 months of employment, that was a bit tacky. So in July, I got my first call from a company called Passar Police India,
Okay.
and I got selected in it. So I would honestly say, getting a job in Amazon and getting a job in Passar Police, I would rate Passar Police job much higher than job in Amazon, because that 4 month unemployment gap was a big deal,
Yeah,
right?
we
Then
can
after,
definitely feel it. We can definitely feel it. And especially for a fresher who just started his career and just got laid off because of this COVID time and employment time. So how stressful it would have been for you, we can definitely feel it.
yeah, so yeah, finally I got the job in Passar Police. So fortunate for me, it was basically a really good company, really good work culture. So then I started my journey again, a fresh journey, and eventually I got to Paytm Money and then to Amazon. So this has been my journey so far. So moment of joy would be Passar Police, and Amazon has always been a dream company since my college days. So it feels good to be here.
Perfect, perfect. Really happy man for you. How about you, Zed?
It was quite ups and downs, I must say. So thing is, like, I was interviewing with Flipkart last December 2020. I
Okay.
cleared all the rounds. So I still remember my final round, hiring manager round, was on Sunday, 9:30 to 10:30. They were two persons, and it went good. And the feedback was also looking good. And I
Okay.
was quite confident that okay, wait, I'll get into that. I was relaxed. But after that, I got a mail like, okay, sorry, you're not selected. So
Oh,
that particular moment, it really hit me. Like I can say that I was into depression for 3 straight days. I was like, okay, I'm done. Let's go to US. Let's do masters. So
okay.
this was the last week of December. In January, I started looking for masters. I went to consultancy, shortlisted few colleges and all. Then
Okay.
things changed drastically. Like in the last week of January, I guess I got interview calls. Like Scalar referred, forward my profile to multiple companies.
Okay.
And last week, January till February 18th or 15th, 3rd week, I was interviewing continuously. Like every day, I used to have one interview, two. Even I gave 3 interviews in a day also.
Okay.
So first company which I got was like around 15th, I guess 15th February I got PaySafe. Then 15th I got Waymo. Like these, I was interviewing, but back to back things happened. Like first PaySafe happened, then Waymo happened. Then on 19th I got Shopify. So once I got Shopify, the company I know people are working there from my circle, and I was quite happy. Like that was the what you say. I felt that joy that okay,
Okay.
I got at least I'm somewhere now. So and on February 22nd I resigned, but still I was giving interview continuously.
Okay.
Then in March I got DP World, and yeah, that was unexpected to be very honest, because I never imagined or never thought that I would land up somewhere getting a package which is 5 times my current package.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how it's been. Like it's totally unexpected. Like I didn't expected that. I was like, okay, bhai, I am there. Yeah, I got a Shopify offer. Like that's cool. But still, Scalar was referring me to multiple companies. I was interviewing, and out of blue, I got this DP World, and yeah, things changed like that. In spite of me getting 3 companies, Scalar didn't stop me referring to other companies as well.
That's great.
Because like I got 3 companies, they must have been like, okay, you got man 3 companies. The Shopify was also paying me like 3 or 4 times my package. They were like, okay, you should have like stopped interviewing, but they didn't, and I continued it. And yeah, things went in my favor, I guess.
How about you, Pankaj? Your experiences, you might have been through multiple emotions, right? Even moving from analyst and everything, but obviously Adobe is something which is definitely amazing to work with. So share those moments of joy with us.
Yeah, so I was going through ups and downs last year. Of course, it was emotional highs and lows, and then from the work things, we all know how 2020 was. But I think I'm grateful how things happened through 2020 with me. I was interviewing with few organizations then, and I remember making calls to my mentor also. And at one moment, I called David Manu sir also. It was like all this was happening, getting negative feedback to the final round of the interview, all those things. But I think those all were they had to happen. I think failures are as the cliche says, like they have to happen to make you succeed. So the moment was it was a moment of relief, I think, when I got a call from Adobe Systems that okay, we got the offer. And at first I was waiting for the call, but still I was not sure if I'll make it, because I had been rejected on the final round of interviews with a couple of organizations. So I was like, okay, let's see what goes with it. And it was a moment of relief. I remember so I used to run, like now totally it's kind of thing, where I used to go for subtle running, brisk walking sometimes. And the moment I got the call, I just ran like anything. I want to give these emotions to running for and all those things. And then I told to my parents, and things were. I think I felt grateful. That is one word how I would express it. I felt grateful.
Yep, I can definitely say, I mean, this COVID time has taught us a lot. I mean, whether it is about the emotional connect, it is about the failures or like the rejection. Because what happens in the normal days, let's say you are getting rejected in a company, you can handle it. Okay, that's normal and everything. But in this tough time, when you are actually in the need of job, then if something happens, it will definitely break your confidence and everything. It will break you emotionally as well. So definitely, I can feel your moment of joy, and I can imagine it how you guys would have felt about it. So one by one, can you just share your preparation plan with our audience? Like what all things you focused on? Like you were targeting good product-based companies, whether it was startup or the well-established companies. So what all things you were focusing on? How did you guys divided that time? Like let's say there were 4 or 5 things needs to be prepared, then how you guys divided that time? Because you guys were working as well, right? You guys were working for other companies. Then how did you manage that time? And if any important resources you followed to land into the companies, that would be great if you can share these things.
So I'll start from the very beginning. So I won't be talking about my first 2 years of college because we did nothing, or almost all of us do nothing. So in my third year,
He's very frank.
yes.
He's very frank.
So So in my third year, I did join Coding Ninjas. It is basically a coding institute in Pithampura. So I did join that for a DS and algorithm course. So basically, it was a foundation course for DS and algo. So at that point of time, when I did that course, I got to know that कि हाँ यार coding भी हो सकती है. So I started with my coding, and I eventually did 2 times teaching assistant also there.
Okay.
So prior to joining Scalar, I would say that I had a fair understanding of DS and algorithm. But what I felt was one thing which was lacking is I interviewed in college. I interviewed in Amazon in college as well, but I was not accepted there. And when I got to know कि मेरी क्या गलतियां हैं, मैं समझ गया था कि my preparation was not that top notch,
Okay.
right? So at that point of time, all I could say कि I had fair understanding, but I could not solve much complicated problems. Plus, my efficiency and speed was not that much great, right? So that thing I'll be very honest. After joining Scalar Academy, so that is when I would say my preparation started. So talking about my preparation strategy, what I did. So in my college days, I used to focus very much on Geekso Geeks because Geekso is a platform in which you can find all the company questions and you can go and do that, right?
Okay.
But the one thing which I got to know about these product-based companies is apart from the knowledge, you should also focus on your efficiency and speed. That is, in 1 hour, they will be giving you 2 questions and you need to code them, you need to think the logic, you need to code them, and you need to write a production level code. So that thing you need to be very much focused on. So for that, I opted for interview bit. I don't think there is a better site than interview bit for all this. You do have the timers, you do have everything.
Yeah.
If you are solving the question in wrong time complexity, it gives you less points. So interview bit was, to be honest, very, very much helpful in there. So I opted for interview bit. There are various topics in there. So if you are solving all the questions in interview bit, I think you do have enough knowledge to crack any product-based companies. So this is how my preparation started. Apart from that, apart from data access algorithms, there are a few topics also you should be focusing on. That is, my resume is primarily based on Java background, right? So if I'm interviewing with a company, obviously 20 minutes of the interview will be based on Java Oops, or Java frameworks such as Spring Boot and that. So initial part of my interviews, like when I was interviewing the company, so I was getting rejected. And the reason was this only: I was not very well versed with SQL, not Java Oops, right? So I kind of start giving time to that also. But eventually everything landed up to place. My DS was good. Eventually my Java also became good. And finally I was able to crack these companies. So this is how my preparation goes. One thing I also want to add, so Scalar kind of helped me here a lot, because in Scalar, whichever question you do, so they are not easy questions. They are basically the questions which are asked in the product-based companies.
Okay.
So Scalar, the guys who were teaching Scalar, the mentors, the instructors, so basically all were the guys who are working in some companies. So
Okay.
the kind how they taught us. So they made us mold our thinking, how to think in small time of interview. So that helped us a lot.
About you, like in the preparation, what you felt that these, like you interviewed with Flipkart and multiple startups. So according to you, what was their primary focus?
Like what I feel is like after interviewing and even getting rejected, to be very honest, they focus on speed as Ayush mentioned, and they also look for your thought process. It's not like if they ask you what is a computer, you say it's an electronic machine. It's not like just direct answer. They are looking how your thought process is actually working. If some problem is there, how you are looking for the optimization and also the quality of code, like what up to like how many like I've interviewed many companies, but so in all those companies, what I felt is I took around 15 to 20 minutes just drilling on the logic, spinning the knowledge, multiple approaches. And 3 to 5 minutes, I used to code. Within 3 to 5 minutes, I have set a timer. Okay, within this time frame, I have to code the entire problem. So I guess these are the things that they look for.
Okay.
You have to be properly communicating. Like interviews is not a one-way process. It's not like if you just think in your head. You should be properly communicating your thought. okay, this is the thing. Okay, I'm thinking this direction. Here is the redundant things which we are doing. This is how I'm going to optimize it. So I guess this is what most of the interviewers look for.
Okay, that is the thumb rule actually you talked about. It's not a one-way thing. You need to communicate.
Yeah.
Just keep interacting with the interviewer. How about you, Pankaj? I'm not sure like how about the interview process for you, but I can definitely feel that at least it's not like the way they ask the question from a fresher. For you, it would have been a different thing, right? So will you be able to share that preparation and everything?
Yeah, so what makes a difference with little bit of experience is they do not focus on the micro things. For example, they would not focus on one piece of code or one program that you're given or one question that you're given in the interview.
Okay.
They would want, even if you are not able to maybe solve that 100%, they would expect that how this chunk impacts the whole system, right? So quality of code, yes. So maybe now anyone can judge the quality of code with one piece, maybe 100 or 50 lines of code. Yes, that is acceptable. But then how this piece of code, how this pull request or merge request will impact the complete system is one different thing which I did not know. So that is one thing which is expected when we're going in the from the experience point of view. So that is how system design and OOPS concepts and all these fundamentals come into picture with at least these organizations. That is how what I feel. And I think I'll owe it to Scalar. I would not have known. Like I would have gone through 10 times or maybe 20 more failures to see that this was the picture. Like if I would have given, for example, 10 to 15 more interviews, then I would have come to this conclusion. Okay, this is what is expected from me. And that gap I think was bridged by joining the ecosystem.
Yeah,
so my experience was
Scalar basically minimize that gap for you guys.
Correct. And so it was like moving in a jungle. So I don't know what all is required, and then they show you the direction. Okay, this is the way. Maybe you can move in this direction. That's how it happened with me. I've been practicing things on interviewbit.com from on and off like 2-3 years, but I was not very consistent with them. But now, last year when I was doing a little bit of things and started reading system design things on interviewbit, that's how the Academy thing popped up, and I knew that I have so much trust with these guys. I just went with them.
All right. Fair enough. It looks like the Scalar has added more values into your career. I mean, the correct way, definitely that roadmap or the correct path is definitely needed with a good mentorship. And as you guys said that the mentors who are teaching in Scalar, they are working professional, and it's not like that we are solving very common questions or everything. So they basically teach you in a way the questions were asked to them in the companies. So I think it will give you the more practical environment of solving the questions. Okay, so guys, I think probably I'll ask you one debative question. Like you guys talked about the Scalar Academy courses. So like do you think that enrolling ourselves in such courses, which is basically paid, so it helps us? I mean, that's the question. Because nowadays lots of free content available on internet, right? We know the YouTube, Google, multiple sites and everything. So like also, how did you come across a Scalar course and how did you convince yourself to join it? Because see, I'm very frank on this topic. हमें पता है being a typical Indian जहाँ पे भी थोड़ा सा money का involvement होता है, we always resist, we always hesitate to put ourselves into that thing, right? Because we don't know whether it is going to be fruitful for us or not. We will be relying on the reviews and all. But that's what I want to know it from you guys. What's your thought on that? And how did you came to know about the Scalar Academy courses? You can answer this thing in a combined way. I don't want like Ayush and Uzair are repeating same thing. I just want a combined conclusion from you guys. So you can start elaborating and what, let's say Ayush missed something, Uzair can add, and if Ayush, Uzair missed something, Pankaj can add.
It depends on how desperately you want the job, how desperately you want to learn something. Okay. So I'll talk about my case. So basically, I joined Scalar Academy in 2019 October. So my experience in my first company was not very much great, I'll be honest. So basically, I was looking for a job opportunity. My college was USI City, so the top tech giants don't visit my college. Okay. So the thing which motivated me to join Scalar, the very first thing which motivated was the opportunities which Scalar would offer. That is, I could clearly see that the guys who were studying in Scalar got placed in Google, Microsoft, and everything. Right. So that was the thing which motivated me. So when I joined Scalar, one thing I got to know that Scalar is not only about opportunities, the kind of learning which we get into Scalar. So that always stays with you. So now at this point of time, I would say I am confident enough that if I am interviewing with a certain company, let's say Google or anything, I will be confident enough that I do have the potential, I do have the knowledge of clearing that company. No matter if I clear it or not, it may be dependent on the day, how we're feeling that day.
Yeah,
But
that confidence is really important, and they have built up, right? They have built it for you, so that's really good to know. I mean, the way you explain Ayush. So, any missing point was there from your side?
Yeah, for me, the motivation lies in my story, I guess. So even I was from a I am from Hyderabad, I'm ESR engineering college. So thing is, no big companies visit us. Only one or two product-based companies. I joined one product-based company,
Okay.
but the work was not challenging. So I was looking for a change. I was looking for a breakthrough for sure. So I was practicing at multiple platforms as well. And I remember still Scalar just started. It was interview bit back then, interview IB Academy. So first in April they started. So I took that exam, but I didn't qualify it. But I was so much into the curriculum and the course that I mailed Anshuman sir. It was a bot. I was not aware of that. Little of me, I was not aware that it's a bot. I mailed Anshuman sir. Okay, sir. I wanted to join, though I didn't qualify it. I wanted to join. And destiny hit. And again, I got in September 2019, I got second batch intake was there. I wrote exam, I qualified it.
Okay.
This time I cracked it. That particular email itself shows how much desperate I was for looking for a change. I want to get through. I was looking for a breakthrough. And looking at the curriculum that the teacher who were teaching, Siraj Mishra sir, especially the way he taught us was really amazing. So this is how it been that motivated me to join Scalar. So yeah, that's how it been for me.
Okay. So how about your
I think
experience, Pankaj? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'll divide the things into two parts. Like first, what was my thought process before joining, and then how I feel post joining that. So
Yeah.
before joining, I think so I was a prepaid mod because, of course, coming from different backgrounds and all. When I joined it and how I look from outside perspective right now, I'll totally agree with what Ayush has said. And just one addition with that, I think what makes me realize right now that right now I'm in no position to say that, oh, I don't have that. Oh, I don't have what IT guys have. Oh, I don't have what XYZ colleges have. I literally have nothing to crib about.
Okay.
It's all upon me. The ownership is on me. If I work, if I look, I have the direction, I have the resources, I have everything. I have good mentors, I have good problems, everything. If I work on them, I'll get that. That is one clear thought process right now. You have all the resources, and that's how the paid model comes in. We have YouTube, we have free resources available everywhere across internet right now. But what we don't have is the right direction. We don't have is that personal touch. We don't have literally numbers of the founders in our phone numbers to call whenever I'm facing a rejection to ask for their direction. And what we don't have on the YouTube is that brotherly advice from co-founder. See, I've been through all this. This is part of the journey, and you have to go through all this. This is something which adds the value.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm hearing this for the very first time, that if something happens, then founder itself call you to just boost up your morale, and it's really good to see they actually are investing your dreams. So that is okay. You talked about the Scalar courses and how you guys got to know about it. Next, I mean, let's say when you joined, so it would have been a first experience for you, right? Or you might be heard with someone that, okay, yeah, Scalar, this thing happened. But for you, I like individually, I want to know that what was the first impression from their side which caught your attention, that yes, this is the right place, which or the right mentorship I was looking for, and it will definitely help me to land into the good job. So individually, you can talk about those first impression which you felt from the Scalar side.
Let's talk about how the course is designed. So
Yeah.
basically, it is for the very first 6 months, they would be teaching DSN algorithm. Then they would be teaching system design. And then there are two parts. You can join either the backend or the front end part.
Okay.
As I mentioned earlier, that I was comfortable in DSN algo. So the thing which I was looking for are two things. First was the opportunities, which I think if you are joining Scalar, if you're a student of Scalar, you do know that there are ample of opportunities, as Uzair mentioned, right? So apart from that, the two main knowledge, such as system design and either the front end or the backend development. System design things also you can look upon the internet. You can find many resources.
Yeah.
But what I felt was the teaching in Scalar, that they designed into low level design, high level design, plus there were few sessions that design something this and this. So that was very, very, very much helpful for me. And that was also the very first impression when I was joining Scalar, that the system design, I didn't know that if I will be 2 or 3 years of experience and I'm interviewing at any company, so obviously I will be asked LLD. So मतलब इससे helpful क्या था मेरा? I interviewed at Swiggy. So Swiggy, the very first round is machine coding round. If my knowledge would be limited to DS and Algo, I don't think I would have cracked that interview, because machine coding round is not an easy round. So
Yeah.
clearly, in that case, I would say that those 10 lectures of low-level design in Scalar Academy helped me a lot. And you can clearly see that many companies as of now also, like Uber, Udan, Dunzo, Swiggy, Flipkart, they focus on machine coding around, right? So apart from their DSN Go, there are many things which made me motivated to join the Scalar Academy. Plus, again, I will come to the crux of the Scalar Academy, that is the opportunities which they give. So that is unmatchable. So I was working in a it was a product-based company, but it's not a very like famous company, right? So for me, interviewing to Swiggy,
Those
Amazon,
brands,
Flipkart,
those growing startups, unicorns, right?
yeah. So for me, interviewing on these type of companies, I did not have imagined that अगर मैं apply करूँ तो मुझे call आएगी या नहीं. I did not know that. But with the help of Scalar, मेरे को सबके पास calls आई, and eventually I was fortunate. I was prepared enough to crack that. So that was one thing I would talk about Scalar again.
So like for me, the first expression it's the first week of Scalar course. So how it goes is like first week you'll be taught DSL go one day, high level design, LLD to get an overall picture. So once that 5 days of course, the 5 days of teaching has been done, I got the complete picture. Okay, this is the place where I can grow, because as of now I was having information only in bits and pieces.
Okay.
So I know, I know this and that, but in the initial experience, the classes were so good. I know moving on further, they will be really amazing. And if you be consistent, then you will definitely be able to crack that. As Ayush said, machine coding round. Flipkart also first round was machine coding round. Believe me, prior to joining Scalar, I never imagined, even at interviewing at Flipkart also, I never imagined in my resume will even be shortlisted. But the thing is, my resume got shortlisted, and even I cleared the machine coding round. So that's the kind of impact Scalar has put in on my life. The classes were so detailed and low level design, high level design. So now what I feel is, at least I'm confident that okay, be it a thing or not, I'll qualify or not, I will definitely give it a try and I'll give my best shot. So that's the sense of confidence I feel I never had in my life earlier. So this is how it been throughout for me.
Cool. So how about you, Pankaj? What was the first impression Scalar made on you?
I think first impression was like twofold. One was that the philosophy of the organization. I mean, what all there and I have shared is right in saying that these are the tangible results of the course. Like these is something which I can see. Okay, that I'm getting an interview call, and that is absolutely right. I would also have never imagined getting calls from these companies which I interviewed with. That is one part. And second is, I think along with giving the tangible results, they also focus on a lot of learning. That is one point of attraction for me. I knew that they are going to give you a lot of resources and a lot of homework and all those things. Now it is not that these guys are saying that I'll pick your finger and I'll take you to so and so company. No, like they're just giving you a window and a lot of resource. Now you have to work really hard. And when a person is taking that ownership of working really, really hard and invest all that time in learning, that is the actual learning that happens. So these tangible results become the byproducts. Interview calls and conversion of those calls, they become the byproduct of what all you have learned. So one, learning, and again the company call. I think that was a major attraction for me.
So whenever I used to have an interview, the respective Scalar person used to call me or message me, okay, Uzair, you're having an interview, just a heads up, be prepared for that. So that shows the kind of dedication they had. They are nowhere bound for that. They could have just let it be. Okay, he's having an interview, we must take care of that.
उस बंदे का इंटरव्यू है, उसको टेंशन होना चाहिए, वो अपना उठेगा, इंटरव्यू देगा, हमें क्या करना है?
Yeah. But believe me, 90% of the time, I can speak only for myself. That's for sure. For me, 90% of the time, the respective Scalar person called me, HR, okay, Uzair, you have to be ready for that. So that itself shows how much they are investing in you, not just by learning, not just by providing you the community, the kind of learning experience. And this is also what makes the particular candidate feel, okay, they are a good driving force behind you and you can succeed if you follow all things. Yeah, that's how it been for me.
Okay, so as an overall conclusion, I can say whatever, let's say you invested, whether it was your money, I would say, Scalar truly justified it for you.
Yeah, as he gave shout out to talent acquisition team. So that was the very plus point of Scalar Academy. See, if you are preparing something, right, you do prepare for the interviews. And if you're not in Scalar, you will be applying for the companies as well. So this part, applying for the companies can be a bit hectic. राइट हमें लगता है कि करना क्या है, वी गो टू करियर पेज, वी टेक अ रेफरल और हम कर देंगे, बट इवेंचुअली इट इज अ वेरी लॉन्ग प्रोसेस, यू नीड टू फॉलो अप एवरीथिंग, सो इट इज वेरी हेक्टिक. सो व्हाट स्केलर प्रोवाइड यू कि यू डू योर प्रिपरेशन, वी विल टेक केयर
ऑफ द लाइक मेन पार्ट, गेटिंग कॉल्स एंड एवरीथिंग. लाइक आपका एक उन्होंने बर्डन कम कर दिया, यू जस्ट फोकस ऑन द प्रिपरेशन, वी विल बी हैंडलिंग अदर थिंग्स. Okay, so guys, I think I have just one last question for you, and that will be the wrap of our podcast. So now you guys are settled in the best places of your starting or your career. You had a good experience with the Scalar. So now let's say if I talk about your future goals for next 5 years, then how it is going to be for you. what, let's say you have planned in terms of learning and how just you want to improve, how you want to give back to the community. What if you have any sort of plan, then I would like to touch upon those goals.
Yeah, a few of my friends who are working in not so and so good companies. So I started from my end. I am just sharing what I know. Like I'm just like I just like give a few of my friends. I actually asked them to start learning DS and Algo because being from a tier 3 college, nobody is much like was aware of DS and Algo back then.
Yeah.
So I asked them to start DS and Algo. There is like if you start, then you can definitely like you have to take the initiative first.
Correct.
Like everybody wants to change their life, but nobody wants to work for that life. So just start, take an initiative, work for that. And maybe how much I know, what all I have learned from Scalar on weekends from the last 2 weekends, I'm doing that. I'm just giving them back like just a small mock interviews and guiding them in the right way. Maybe that will eventually change their life, and that is the kind of impact I'm looking forward to make.
I think on a high level, impact is something which pushes me forward. So for a short term, like for 2-3 years or whatever, I see a lot of. I think I plan to make some tangible and intangible impact on ground. I need to see where I'm investing and what exactly on ground results that I'm getting and what all I'm delivering.
Okay.
In terms of career growth and all, of course, I'm still not. I'm still not sure. Do I need to go to the managerial post or what? I think that has time to tell. But on high level, yes. Even if I'm on managerial post or whatever team leader, whatever comes through, I think impact is something, and adding value to the organization where I'm working with is the motivation for me, and that's how the plan should be.
So in my 1.9 years experience, I had basically worked in 4 to 5 companies, which is a lot more. And I would recommend no one to switch these many companies in such a short tenure of time. It was unfortunate for me that I had to do that, but again, so what my goal as of now is basically I am a software developer engineer at Amazon HD1. So I want to get to a point in my company that is this product, matlab, I should take the ownership कि हाँ यार ये product मेरा है. I should be comfortable with all that because इस time पे what I think is कि if I need to do anything, I have to take help of many people. Obviously, you need to take of many people, but you should get to a point that you are an independent guy in your team. So that is what my first goal is. I'm taking baby steps as of now. So this is my first goal as of now.
Thank you so much, guys, like Ayush, Pankaj, and Uzair for joining us today and sharing your wonderful experience about your goals, life, and what kind of challenges you have been through, rejections you face, and your experience with Scalar. So I think it will help the audience which is watching this video about their preparation plan, and if they will think to enroll into any paid courses, whether it is Scalar or anything, it will help them to you need to show the trust. I mean, if you are investing something, you need to show the trust. Just get the references and show your trust. Have a chat with the members like who have been a part of Scalar. And as Uzair said that he was so desperate that he even mailed to the bot. So I mean, just you can just have a chat with them, just mail them, have communities, talk to them, and get that feedback. And like these are the results, guys, in front of you, Pankaj, Uzair, and Ayush. If Scalar has invested them, they have changed their lives. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your wonderful experience with us.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Pleasure.
So that was all about this podcast, guys. I hope you would have liked these success stories and whatever experience, the resources, preparation strategy, advices Ayush, Uzair, and Pankaj has shared with us. I'm hoping that it will help you as well in your interviews and in your preparation. And if you enjoyed this podcast, then make sure to like it and share it with your fellow friends. And if you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe it and press the notification icon. I will see you guys in coming days with another podcast. Till then, just stay safe, stay home, take care of yourself and your family too.